Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Max Scherzer is headed to Toronto. This is kind of shocking in my opinion, but Blake, you're a Blue Jays fan and you're getting a future Hall of Famer. He is 40 years old,
Yep.
so we'll see what we get there. But what was your initial reaction to Max Scherzer headed to Toronto?
Yeah, obviously, our generation's glued to our phones and, I got the tweet notifications on for Heyman and yeah, it's exciting whenever you see a guy like Scherzer sign with the Jays. It's exciting. I haven't had a guy to cheer for like that probably since Tulowitzki or David Price came to the Jays in 2015. So it's been a while since we've had a name like this. Obviously, we've had players in the past, but like you said, this guy's a future Hall of Famer. He's a winner. He's a dog. He pitches in a lot of big moments in his career. So obviously, it's a 1 year deal, like you mentioned. He is 40, and he didn't pitch much at all last year, only 9 starts, but he showed that he can still pitch. He had a 3.95 ERA last year. So he's still got a wipeout slider. Velo was obviously down a little bit, touched 93, 94 last year. So we'll see if that can tick up. But this is a big signing for the Jays. It's been rumored for about a week. So now for it to be finally official, I guess it's exciting.
Yeah, and he did do a workout for some other teams, said several were there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he just felt strongly about the Jays, and the Jays felt strongly about him. I'm not sure why he had that last minute workout. Um, Kind of interesting there that he would do something like that and then instantly land on the Jays days
Right.
later after it was rumored a week before, like you said. So
Yeah.
if we go check out their rotation, it's Gosman, Barrios, Bassett, then Scherzer, and Bowden Francis. Bowden Francis was unreal in the back half of 2024, but we don't know who he's going to be. That's a little bit of an unknown. Alec Bono coming off an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Yarael Rodriguez will probably move to the bullpen and be a swing man there now.
Yep.
So, I mean, realistically, Rodriguez probably will get an opportunity. Maybe Jake Bloss, who they acquired at the deadline for Kikuchi, I believe.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, I mean, Max Scherzer, I don't think you're penning in 30 starts.
No, no.
So
100,
I
percent.
think he'll be good when he's out there, but you know that he's had some shoulder issues in the past 2 years, and historically, when he gets to the playoffs, he's a little tired, I should say. I don't want to say broken down, just tired. And,
Yeah.
in the past couple of years, we've kind of seen a theme with him when it gets to the back part of the season. So if the Jays can monitor him and keep him fairly healthy going into the back half of the season and they make it to the playoffs, now you have Gosman, Barrios, and Scherzer in the playoffs
Yeah.
and potentially Chris Bassett there, depending on if he has a bounce back year, because last year was uh, so for him. So.
Yeah. Like I said, we were talking, on the phone earlier. Like if you can make 22 starts, I think that would be good. 22 starts, I think that would be a perfect number. And I think Yalrod Rodriguez is going to be in the pen, but I think he is going to make starts for them. And I think Jake Bloss is going to make starts for them. And then you look down the road at Manoah, and if Manoah can give you what Hyun-Jin Ryu did in 2023 coming off TJ, where he pitched to a around a 3.6 ERA for 9 starts, I mean that then you can potentially go a 6 man route, but it's not every day that Scherzer comes around. I was thinking this could be like our generation's, like the Blue Jays fans, like Roger Clemens going to the Blue Jays like late in his career. That's kind of similar with what Scherzer's doing here. So I'm excited. I'm excited to watch Scherzer, and I think it's going to be a really good fit.
Yeah, and if we go look at their offense, this is a point of need right now. If they can go get
Mm-hmm.
a big bat, there's two left in Alonso and Bregman. If unless they acquire somebody via trade, this offense, in my opinion, even adding Anthony Santander, a little lackluster
Yep.
compared to the Yankees lineup they're rolling out there. I think the Yankees rotation as well pairs up with the Jays rotation. So at this point, I think the Yanks are still the heavy favorite.
Yep.
And then Baltimore, we'll see what they are. So they do need to go out of bat. Bregman makes more sense than Alonso, in my opinion, but it seems Alonso's fires a little bit is burning a little bit more, at
Right.
least on the rumor mill.
Yep.
But I mean, if we go to that payroll, it's 273 million right now. So they're 8 million under the third tax. and what is that? Roughly
28 mil.
28 million
Yeah.
underneath the 301. So, you know, it'll be interesting. They do have some pending free agents. Vladimir Guerrero is the big one.
Yeah.
Um, you also have Bassett making 22 million, Scherzer now 15 million, Bo Bichette. So, if things don't work out, they should still be able to get under the luxury tax or come close to it.
Yeah.
But the more you add, the harder that's going to be, even if you trade some of these guys.
For sure. And I think with right now, like for what they need to do and how they want to compete in this division, I think you go out and get a Bregman. There's is a rumor that there's a six-year deal on the table from the Jays. That's been a thing known for a while. So I mean the Jays, there definitely is interest there. He's 30 years old. You worry about they just did that with Springer, so that would be interesting to see. But Alonso fits maybe better on the short term. But I mean, if you can extend Guerrero and then pair it with a 6-year deal with Bregman, you got kind of some long term pieces there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there is an aging George Springer there too. He's going to be 35 this season.
Yeah.
Um, and Anthony Santander basically down the road be the same contract as Springer, essentially. A little
Mhm.
less AAV, but it's definitely interesting. You got Andres Gimenez. I think it's going to be a good move for you guys. You're going to have him for multiple years. Um, and he's only 26. So I see a vision if they can, one, sign Vlad,
Yeah,
two, sign,
the bat. They need a bat. They need
another
another
bat.
big ball.
Yeah,
If
but like, even if you would you rather have Alex Bregman or would you rather have 27-year-old Bo Bichette an extension and
right,
extend both of
that's
them?
that's the obviously Bichette's got to be willing to sign, right? That's gotta you gotta go two to tango. But ideally, you would extend the soon to be 27-year-old Bichette for sure. He's 3 years younger.
Yeah, but I mean, we've been talking about Vlad sees Soto's number. Bo Bichette has a bounce back year. You might be looking at a 10 to 12-year deal for him as well next offseason.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
um, interesting team. They've added Jeff Hoffman, they added Jimenez, they've added Santander, now they add Scherzer. We'll see if it's enough. I feel like there's a couple of gambles in there, but maybe I'll give him a wild card contender right now. Would you agree with that?
Range wild card contender. If they go get a bat, I think they're a playoff team for sure. Like if they go out and get one more bat, I think I wouldn't be ready to call them like a lock, but it'd be pretty damn close to being a playoff team for me because their bullpen was ranked 30th in the league last year, and they've improved that big time. I think their projected WAR went from 30th to projected 10th this year. So it's been a nice offseason for the Jays. Still some work to do, but I really like their offseason so far.
Yeah, and of course, bearing health. I mean, that's with every club. But
Yeah.
one thing that does stand out to me, there needs to be some minor league signings made. For
Yes.
instance, the Angels just got Tim Anderson. Like the Jays need to go make a couple moves like that,
Mhm.
just because I feel like I mean, we look at this bench: Tyler Heineman, Leo Jimenez, David Schneider, Miles Straw, and the depth isn't there. If Springer has to go on the IL for a bit, Bichette last year was on the IL pretty much all year.
Yeah.
If either one of those guys hits the IL, this depth becomes a lot thinner.
Mhm.
So I'd like to see them make some smaller moves, even if they do go get that big bat to strengthen this depth here. But I think that's gonna do it for this one. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. As always, appreciate you guys for listening and watching. And we'll see you on the next one. Later.